Hello everyone, welcome back to Disco Elysium. I'm continuing from where we left off before. Let's get right into it. Alright, there he is. Our beautiful detective. And Kim Kitsuragi. Okay, we talked to this person before,
Hello
right?
again, officer.
Hello again.
How are
Okay, so we
things?
did. Cool. Oh. Right. Sorry. So, I kinda don't remember what I did last time, because it's been a very, very long time since I last played it. A couple of months. And I've done some other things in between. What are we doing? What have I done so... Oh. What have I done so far? So... Right. It's Monday. Found out who is in the Union box. Gartha has told you some unruly Union men gather in the mess hall of the Whirling in Rags. They're not there today, but most likely they'll eventually show up. Keep an eye out for them. Okay. Apparently there was a pissing match between Precinct 41, yours, and Precinct 57, Kim's. Ask Kim about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. The hangover feels really bad. You have to take the edge off, find a bottle of alcohol, put it in your hand, equip it in the held slot in your inventory, and the magic will happen by its own. Oh yeah, that's the one I'm not doing. Inspect the body hanging in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags. This is a preliminary inspection. You just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. Nice, nice. Pay for damages. You need to pay for the damages you caused in the Whirling in Rags, or you won't have a place to stay tonight. Ask around for money and be careful with your spending. If you're unsure how much you owe, ask Gart. Galte? I don't know. It's unclear how you should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic in a world as huge as this. Maybe you'll just stumble across it down the line. Miracles happen. So I need to track down my there's a lot of things I need to do. Who made the call reporting the crime? Someone reported the hanging to the RCM. Maybe if you find out who it was, it may shed new light on the events. You have an idea where to start, but the caller could have been anyone. Keep searching for the caller despite lacking any obvious leads. This might take some time. Call still using Kim's short way to add. Okay, so I did that. You need to find a sufficiently tragic tape, then play it on a boombox to memorize the lyrics. Then ask the cafeteria manager to perform, preferably in the evening. More people at the bar then. Get hold of a sad song on tape, okay? You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person? Rich people are educated. And lastly, but not least... Someone must know something about your lost firearm. Maybe a district authority, like someone high up in the union? Or someone local who saw you with it before you passed out. The Whirling's absent bartender. You could also ask the local pawn shop. Find any information you can on the gun. Okay. Cool. Cool. So, I have a lot of quests open. Also, it appears that... Oh, okay, I didn't know this existed. These are found white checks. Those on white are available to try now. Those on white? So this one? Where was that? Map information incomplete. Acquire a copy of the city map RCM. Okay, so I can't see it. Tommy Lehome. I don't know what this is, but... Cool. Okay. What's this? Oh yeah, the thinking thing, yeah. Cool. Alright. Where did we leave off?
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't, remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Okay, forget it.
The moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Okay, oh, I forget it. I can't exit like that, sorry. Okay, well, We talked to this person, we talked to that person. We talked to the racist. We were in here. Can we inspect this? Probably can. The game is very interactive. Never mind. Wait. There is something. What am I? Oh, I see. It's when I start walking. Cool. Ah, okay. Well, we talked to this guy that I remember. Oh. The Greater Reversal Industrial Harbor. Lots of text happening. We can go up here.
Scab?
Asks a man with jolly eyes, tilting his head.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a scab? Yeah, I'm a scab. Poor and downtrodden. Wave your fist. Right to work! I'm not a scab, I'm a cop. Proceed. Walk away. What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on, where did they all come from? You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mask, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money."
Yeah.
Psst. Show him your stolen card. Now has arrived the perfect moment.
Stolen card?
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I've come to Martinez to investigating a murder. I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm exploring. I'm actually a worker like you guys. Show him the stolen card. I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? That's so true. What's the strike about anyway? Nice talk, gotta get moving. I am investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Crazy. It's actually very fun and easy. So true. You're right, it's almost impossible. 91% sure I'll never get it solved. Whisper. I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
No. It has to be him. It has to be him. What's the strike about anyway? I'm gonna ask again because I kind of forgot, but yeah, I think it's about, well, he already explained it actually, but I'm just gonna ask away anyway.
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
Crazy.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Okay. What if I... Stolen card. I don't think that's a good idea. But maybe I'm gonna come back and do this. But for now, I'm gonna just get on my merry business. Kim, please. Oh, what's this? What do we have here? A notice. In case of a strike, press button behind the guard. Okay. A hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. What's this? There's no lockpicking or door kicking this one. You haven't even tried it and you're giving up. Unbelievable. Who the hell is this? No man matches Measurehead. I cannot talk to you, okay? Hi, can I talk to you? No? I can talk to this guy.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Fuck you.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
I'm killing all of you. Say nothing, seize him up first. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy? My body does not betray my degeneracy. Doesn't even deny it. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor. We don't have time to get into this now. I'm gonna do this.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb.
Oh god, you're
to
French, aren't you?
Cancun. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Alrul emerges from your throat.
Schizo?
You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
That's crazy, bro. How about I don't give a fuck? Enough, I need you to open the door to the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Ham sandwich race? What? What does that even mean?
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
The fat racist over there? Point to the racist lorry man. You're just him. You're just him after pumping some. What? I'm the police and I need you to comply now. The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
What the fuck is this guy talking about?
You gave the world.
This is why I don't like French people.
Electricité and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Yeah?
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
That's
there is
crazy.
a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Okay, well. I know it's gonna fail, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna push him out of the way. Yep.
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
That's crazy.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
That's crazy.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Mesheget's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Wouldn't that mean I have to become a Seminese supremacist myself? What the fuck does that even... What have I gotten myself into? What the hell is this?
Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Racist, what the fuck? Subscribe to his advanced race theory. What? It's high. It's fucking high. Oh my god, bro. And this is low. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna try this.
The man looks at you, silent and unmoving. His eyes burrow into the remnants of your soul.
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even the phrenically impaired can see this.
Uh-huh. I don't want to do that. My god, I'm leaving for now. I'm killing you later, bitch. Holy shit, Kim. You're full on motion blur. What the fuck? Can I kick this down? What if I try it again? What if I try it again? No? Okay, whatever. Hi. Okay, I'm gonna try the card with this guy now.
Hola, Wandering Man.
Hi.
How can I help you?
Wandering man. I am a cop. Probably. I'm actually a worker like you guys.
The man looks at the colorful piece of plastic, then at you,
Uh-oh.
then back at the card, then at you again.
But that's not you, officer.
It's an old
From
picture.
back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock worker named Santiago Jean?
Yes.
Highly unlikely. I've known John for several years now. Also, you told me you're a cop, remember? How did you get his shift card?
Now you're in a mess. The time hath not arrived. Sorry.
I found it on the ground. Trust.
Oh, John's been out drinking himself blind again? He should watch his step, that John. Can I have the card?
No,
Sure.
it will prove useful still. Believe your thieving fingers.
No, I'm afraid the card's evidence card's evidence in an ongoing investigation.
Oh. Is my friend in some sort of trouble? Who knew?
Yeah. Trust. I need to know what's behind those gates. I'm exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Uh-huh.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
I see. Oh, so this guy's with the people protesting or what? Now I'm confused. That simple, I just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
I think I met him.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Seminese supremacist up there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
then go past him again,
Uh-huh.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult?
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Seminese supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation? I highly doubt it. Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldviews? Got it, another thing. Okay, worldviews?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Mm-hmm. Physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Ah, got it, another thing.
Sure.
Could you help me with that?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days.
True that.
Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Wait, we have air support? Why didn't you tell me? I'm pretty sure we don't, at least not all of these things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yes?
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Cool.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Cool. Alright. Okay, let's try that. Let's see what's... Actually, well, since there's a lot of dialogue options, I want to see if there's maybe a new dialogue option for the protest leader now. Hey, dude. Can this guy fight him?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Racist theory guarding a button.
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
Okay, let's do it. Let's fight that motherfucker. I'm gonna get my ass beat. But I don't get... Ooh, can I actually? Ooh, no, I only have 1 health left, so best not to. Damn. Okay. Hello, bitch.
Your race descent has only worsened.
Shut the
since
fuck
I last
up.
saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Unbelievable. Actually unbelievable. Okay, well, I subscribe to your advanced race theory.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races there are.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Saillight. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices.
Whatever the fuck that
Do
means.
not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education?
Yes.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
Uh-huh. That's crazy.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and couvre de fort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Mm-hmm. Who exactly are... Okay, no. Who's Type A?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur la Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race.
My god.
True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
He draws his fingers across his face. Are you kidding me?
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
What the fuck am I listening to? And who are the Simonese and Areopagites, or however the fuck you pronounce this?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagites are on the ascent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whatever, bro. Yeah.
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
Yeah.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Okay, what about Type B?
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
The Koikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white officer in a suspect description.
I see. Mud-colored?
To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy,
What the fuck am I
sweaty,
listening to?
and ashen.
What the actual fuck am I listening to?
Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tobacco and for eating potato.
That's crazy.
The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potard. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
You don't like ethnostates?
They are microscopic. The Semeno-Areopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted, from Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Simonese and Areopagite stock, elected by nature, not the base inner spoilage called demos.
Crazy. And the Vaculiers you mentioned?
The Vacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial called Ron. Two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Crazy.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long, at least not recorded history.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespius.
Crazy.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zaraz-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoico to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potato acid, the prime component of the potato plant.
Jesus fuck.
Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Okay, and the last one?
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Yeah, better not go into it.
It would be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Okay, how do I word the mystery?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Crazy.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
Guillaume Le Million.
Oh, shit.
Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop. In 38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
Amazing. +1 pain threshold, blood oxygen is boring. True. All psyche learning caps raised by 1. Nice. Cool. So that's a fucking bonus. Is it a permanent bonus? Was it temporary? I am intrigued. Is it actually a permanent bonus? Cool. Oh, so this is... So while you're solving it, you gain... Like, usually you gain, or rather, have a debuff, and then you gain a buff of some sorts. I see. Okay. Cool. So I guess this is permanent. At least I hope this is permanent. It doesn't say there's any time, yeah, any that'll pass away. What? Thanks. Internalize. I guess I have to fucking internalize this bullshit. Lonesome long way home. Okay, cool. Well, that's something, I guess. Put advanced race theory idea into a free internalizing slot in your head. If there are no free slots, free one up. Then pass some time, and when it's internalized, return to measure head. This is how thinking is done. Okay, cool. That's not a long research time. But yeah, I guess this is done forever, or what? Seems like it. I don't know. Anyway. You do not have enough skill points available. Forget requirement. I see. Wait, forget requirement? What does that mean, forget requirement? Also, how many thinking slots do I have? Where do I see? Seriously, where the hell do I see how many thinking slots I have? Okay, whatever. Do I have a skill point? Nope, doesn't appear so. Cool. Get the fuck out of here. Can't believe I wasted like more than 10 minutes on whatever the fuck that was. Actually terrible. Can I talk to you again?
Hola, wandering man.
Hey, what's up?
How can I help?
Oh, fuck. I forget that I can't leave like that. Sorry. I'm very used to games allowing you to leave dialogue by just pressing escape. But here it actually just, well, as you can see, pulls out the pause menu. Hello. Do you have any extra
Right to work.
stuff to talk about? No? Okay. Well, I guess that's it for this area. Probably. What do we have to do? Guy has told you someone rule the union, men gathering, they're not there today, but most likely they'll eventually show up. Keep an eye out for them. Okay. Ask him about this after, okay? No, not doing that one. Need to do this. You need to pay for... Sorry if you can hear the sirens outside, and they're very close to a hospital. Keep searching for the caller, okay. Cool. Is there anything here that I can see? Oh no, I've talked to this person. I remember. Okay, I'm going all the way around. Oh.
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie.
That's cool, but I have policeman things to do. Who drives these?
Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
Hey Kim, check this out.
A Stash Ryko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Hold on, maybe I can impress him. Do I know what happened last time?
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue. The colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white. The colors of the Stars Ryko.
Crazy. Let me guess what happened last time, Kim. Blue and white are the colors of Zimsk. Someone painted it, got a Zimsk mad, and boom, murder happened. What happened last time?
An old case for my precinct. A couple of Zhimsk migrants saw a Stash Ryko stopped in the street, painted just like this, muddy brown. Murdered the driver on the spot.
Damn it!
They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Zhimsk community protested the trial, flying the banners of some old king or whatever. 5,000 came to protest.
God damn.
Correction, 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
God damn. Who are the Zhimsk community?
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
Ah, I see. What they sentenced the killers to?
4 years for murder in Reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence.
Uh-huh.
That's the system.
I see.
The prisons in the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Yeah, that's crazy. Kim, could our hanged man have been the driver of this car? Of course not. Interesting. Before we proceed, I've got an opinion on this paint job.
I try to avoid drawing far-gone conclusions like this before actually examining the body, but my initial guess is the two are unrelated.
Crazy. Alright, cool. It's interesting how, like, you can just walk around and fucking have just thoughts pop up. It's a very cool mechanic. Very, very cool. Okay, we need to get the hell out of here. I have 7 pennies to my name. That's crazy. Do I have anything else that I need to know about? Nope, not really. Fuck this guy. Actually, I wonder, can I ask him about the
Looking for
thing?
something?
Oh no. Cool, whatever. Can we go in here? Probably not. No. Okay, talk to this guy. Let's see.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Cool.
Translation: we're not going anywhere right now.
Alright. Okay, I'm going back into the whirling in rags. Just to see if I even can. Oh yeah, I can. Cool. I want to see if I can do anything with this new information that I, well, know now.
Hello again, sweetie.
Hi, hi. My god. Nothing here. Can I do anything inside there now? Nope, doesn't seem like it. At all.
Can I help you?
Another thing at the whirling.
Another
this about?
thing. Great. I love those. Yes.
Never mind. Okay, goodbye. Nothing new here. Okay, well, I guess that's it for now. Now we need to go back out and explore some other areas. Okay. I'm guessing... Actually, no. I played this route, so I know the body's back there as far as I remember. What's this? There are bottles inside. You can pick them up if you had a bag. If I had a bag... I need a bag, right. Oh. Door. That I cannot open. What's this?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Main hall, building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
Who's Kuno? This is the police. Please open the door.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were...
Yes?
But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
Crazy.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Andrew Orlando Hare, SCA.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Really? Artemitep boxing for young athletes in gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
I see. 24-hour window?
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Okay, Emma's fashion atelier.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence.
Cool.
No
Now for
one
Bronze
answers
Taxi,
the call.
the rest has been burned off.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
I see. Slipstream SCA?
You hear static, From the intercom speaker, it sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
Oh, okay.
Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? Hold on, Tricentennial Electrics? I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA. A mystery. Yes, I've come to place an order.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
She must be mistaking you for someone else.
Who the fuck?
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Crawling back into your life.
Michelle, just please.
Okay, this is creepy.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Hold on, what's going on? What did I do?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Please don't cry.
She doesn't answer.
What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What the fuck just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Are you sure? Alright, it's a goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call.
Ooh.
12 name cards on the call box read.
Volition? The fuck is Volition? No idea. Very low chance of succeeding. Okay, Fortress Accident SCA.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Revachol Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main Hall, Building B. Whirling in rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
East Delta Pinball. Entrance from Building B.
Silence. No one answers your call.
Empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to this and try it out. Okay, leaving for now? Whew, interesting.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Why am I looking at this? What kind of vehicle drove through here? Oh, very high. Visual calculus. Reconstruct the movement.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber.
So start, crash, reverse, and then turn. Interesting.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry. A according to the cafeteria manager. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
I see. Is this connected to the case?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time.
Okay. Shit's getting exciting. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, what's that? Some great tectonic forces cracked the pavement like an eggshell. So where exactly? This? No, this maybe? No idea.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Wow.
A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy.
Nice.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Mail collection box, you should man the fuck up. I feel you.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankfully then. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Nice. Cool. Oh, I have a thought. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Amazing. So, where the hell does this lead? Like, we were talking about something... I don't know. I guess we'll figure that out in due time. Okay, I'm going down first. I want to explore, like, the city, the town, around, before I actually go to the body. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Amazing. Can I go through? Maybe up here? Yeah. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Ooh, is it tire tracks from those fuckers? Wait, the roof? Wait, the roof? Was there a car on the roof? Not bad, Renee. Okay, let me see. Oh, what is that? The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Hello.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
True.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hard René first.
Sure. Hello.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Alright. Ask questions never. Alright, I got this. Ball time. Should I ask what the game is? What game it is first?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Okay, fine. Grab the ball and show him how it's done. Acting without hesitation. This is a red check. It cannot be retried. You know what? Fuck it. We might as well do some dumb shit once in a while.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Take in the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
Feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity.
There is time for a last glance.
Is ready.
There is time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit? It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
Problem? I don't understand.
Vandalized our game, son! We can't play pétanque with 5 bull!
Oh, petanque. I understand.
No! No you don't! Our pétanque game is ruined! We want our bull back!
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug! You owe us a goddamn bull!
Okay.
Good! Mistakes are forgiven, when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now why did you approach us?
Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder.
No, not necessarily.
We'll never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point.
Exactly. Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of Whirling in Rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
So again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
It is true, sire. He knows nothing.
I saw the statue of Philippe III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes! King Philip III, on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
How should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
That's what this country needs. Yeah, so true.
Revachol would be a different place if more people realized that. We could still be the...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The Carabinier doesn't reply, but His entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Let's talk about something else. Okay, cool. Thanks. Very cool. So I need to get a ball back. My goodness. Due to some confusion over the game Renee and Gaston are playing, you threw one of their petanque bulls far in the sea. The shot was excellent, but now you owe them a bull, or at least a similar looking metal sphere. Cool. Okay. Oh, what's this? Enormous bulls worthy of a real man. Do I pick them up? Oh, you're right, I forgot I can do this to see what's interactable. I completely forgot. Okay, that's yellow. That has to be like main quest type of stuff. Like, I'm guessing green is information. Oh, let's go down here. What's this? No Safed. Hell yeah. Let me heal right up. Haha. Garbage diving, let's go. Fingerless gloves. Okay. Can I equip them? I don't have anything on my glove slot, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now I have electrochemistry +2. That's crazy. Okay, what's this? Water lock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. Okay, what about that? Then I'm gonna go talk to the person behind there. Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Amazing. What is this? Hello?
G'day to you, officers.
Hi.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
First things first, what are you doing here, man on the waterlock? Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Damn. You know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Feels bad. Alright, bye.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Pull the lever.
Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens.
Push it hard. No, I'm gonna break it.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
I see.
G'day to you, officers.
Yeah, nothing here. What's with the lever that does nothing?
It's supposed to operate the waterlock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Disabled because of the blockage.
Why is it disabled?
Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be reactivated. Wouldn't want anyone moving the waterlock with debris still in the channel.
Ah, I see.
It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning. You want to do the honors when the time comes?
Yeah, sure.
Great! Just drop in on Wednesday if you want to see the waterlock at work. They say the canal crew will be here at 7:15.
The coast part of the map is inaccessible until the 3rd day.
Okay, cool. Ooh, autosave. That was terrible. Okay, what's in here? Ho ho. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register? A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Oh, what's this?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Alright, let's start inspecting.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Franco-Nigerian cavalry, right?
Mm-hmm. I used to be very serious about my Franco-Nigerian knights.
Blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
This looks like Renee.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Amazing. Are these royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Crazy.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Were these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
Give hope.
Maybe.
Ooh, very high chance. Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table. Yeah, let's try.
Why?
Hey.
What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
Crazy.
50 cents. Bargain priced. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
I see. You know what? Sure.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Crazy. Close the water lock on Wednesday, okay. And now I have an item. Do I have to... Is it actually just affecting me now? It's supposed to be lucky, right? Hold on. This thing is supposed to be lucky. The head is not included, yep. Cool. So is it actually just an item you can get that's actually not equipable or anything? Oh, wait. Why did gloves light up for a bit? Interesting. Okay, I'll keep it in my inventory. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. Cool. Anything else? Oh wait, this is something actually.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hjelmdal burning. The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
What's the deal with the man on this t-shirt?
It's the man from Hjelmdal.
Walking away from his burning village. Yes.
I suppose...
The man from Hjelmdal is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotla, mostly what is nowadays Arda NFD. In fact, most people don't think that man from Hjelmdal ever really existed, but they are wrong.
Hjelmdal isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a real man, of course. But both the man and Hjelmdal are an ontological necessity. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about.
Wow, what?
What did you mean that he was real?
I mean, even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
It's for the best, because Hjelmdal is not a real place, and thus he could not have gone there. His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity.
I see. How much you selling this t-shirt for?
2 real.
2?
That's dirt cheap.
Couldn't you just give it to me for free then?
But why?
Without a cent to my name?
I sympathize, I do. But this is a for-profit enterprise.
-2 authority. You know what? Why not?
Welcome to Hjelmdal.
I don't need money anyway. Amazing. Okay, what does this do? Disco Blazer? Wait, no. Conceptualization and suggestion -1. And this one... Oh, it's a higher quality apparently. +1 shivers and +1 physical instrument. Yo, I can beat that guy up now. Probably not, to be honest. But yeah. Authority -2. Interesting. So all of these have their own stats. Makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna keep it for now. What's this?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
I see. No, I'm not doing that. How much?
700 real. A
Holy
bargain,
shit.
I dare say.
Even taking into account the risk of obtaining a light, that seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring, but the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has
Cool.
adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
That's crazy.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Are you sure this is all in working
Absolutely.
order?
I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
What do you do? What do you like then?
The stuff I record myself, silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by, nocturnal animals climbing on the roof, airship rotors, that kind of thing.
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds
Shut the fuck
he's
up.
describing.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Okay, that's all. And you.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
Now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Cool, cool.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe. Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? Roy's prices are strange. Odd brain activity, composure noticed, psychedelics. That's crazy.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon? What is that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes.
Why on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without them.
Yeah, I don't want
I'm not offended, officer.
You might be able to aid our
I
investigation.
doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the citizens' militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Morale critical.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh, God.
Amazing.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun? Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
There's only one explanation. She must be one of my Rabbit fans. So true. I don't like it either.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Any idea?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
True. At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Cool. Alright, well, that got updated. Keep looking, maybe someone else knows something. Cool, cool, cool. Nothing else in the shop. We are going out. It's 14:06. Cool, cool, cool. What is that? A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Cool. Hot air rises up from the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. That's crazy. Okay, can't go there. Oh, what's this? Plastic wrapped macaroni stamped with humanitarian aid. This says humanitarian aid tuna fish not for resale. This says food gift from the people of Messina. This says speakers from the people of Samara.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
Whip 'em out.
Don't shoot, officer! Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown?
A shakedown.
Good one, officer! You're a funny guy! Now what can I do for you?
This isn't a joke. Just kidding, I'm really here to shake you down for some answers to official police questions.
Fire away, officer!
How come?
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
Doesn't that beat the idea of humanitarian aid? It's supposed to be free. That's what makes it humanitarian. I think one said not for resale on the packaging.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
Wait. Humanex. Humanitarian aid.
Does your supplier drive that Humanex lorry over there?
What?
A convincing performance. Bravo.
Look, officer, I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain. That's how the game works.
Interesting.
Persuade. It's a high. Oh my god, dude. It's a fucking high chance. What kind of stuff are you selling
Only the
here?
coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Where'd you get those comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Do you have a permit to sell all that?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Kim, is it true?
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to protect the interests of property holders. I am not, however.
My man, officer, you make all this possible. Without you, this climate would be extremely bad for business. You're part of the gossamer state.
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say he's referring to the near absence of regulations.
Yeah, cool ruins. I get to sell quality goods like these by cutting out the middlemen. You don't have to rebuild your house, live in a crater, or in a tree. Where can you do that? Only here.
You're pretty sure you can live in a tree elsewhere too, but he wouldn't believe it anyway.
Crazy. Is there a discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
Are those things really on sale, or did you just jack up the price first?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up?
Yeah, permit.
You glance up.
It's beautiful.
It is, yeah.
That's right. No permits.
If you wanted...
Gossamer is a fine,
Wait,
filmy
where's the-
substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders.
Hold
Yeah.
You're pretty sure you can live in a tree elsewhere too, but he wouldn't believe it anyway.
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've anything for you.
Ah, it was here, right. Okay, I'm gonna try. Where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Mm-hmm.
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say that you're from
very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism, but the apricot suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left.
Well, isn't it only a shithole because of Rochelle? I don't know why I'm talking about this. It's some kind of mind reaction.
No, it's very cool, officer. You're a cool cop for caring about those things. You should buy cool glasses too.
Shut the fuck up.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
It's fucking locked. It's over. Okay. No, Kim, you don't understand. You don't understand, Kim. Finger pistols, 9mm. There's a fucking research time for this. Amazing. Okay, cool. Well, I guess we're going up then. Unless there's something to the left here. Oh yeah. There's a couple of things. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. Crazy. This is a book about pate. This book you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. A book about whatever the fuck that is. Culture, it promotes freedom and roaming upstream. Boyaderio? I don't know, fucking whatever. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Wowza. No way, bro. Hello. Oh. The book is titled Man from Hyaundal in the Wildfire. The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Crazy. Hello.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Okay. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyway? Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because?
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies of famous people.
I should have a word with store owner maybe. By brutally dismantling the free market. My god.
Oh no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Cool. Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character.
Oh,
Mum
God.
says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life.
There is stress and unease
succeed.
behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
How's the business going?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Cursed? In what way? Oh, yeah. What we called earlier.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt?
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
I should probably
We
look
can
into
go
this.
into the bookstore and ask about the case. But I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
How does this curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather. No such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
What do you know about the other failed businesses?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
What the fuck?
Head, yes.
No, your mind. Not head, child. Heads.
Isn't that very dangerous?
Yeah.
Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Sure.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
There were a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
What the fuck?
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
And I'm having a grand time.
I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar. Somehow, there's something you're missing.
Pooh, shit. A white check. Uh-huh.
It's the type of... Or there could be a story
Oh,
about
shit.
a
Sorry,
poor
guys.
lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. Maybe some about other books? Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
I see.
But it does make the famous people more famous. Why would they do that, sir? That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
You're right. Okay, bye. I can't do this yet. It is a white check, I can do
As
it.
you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they do something weird together. My superstardom?
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop.
My God.
Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Baye. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Wait, what? Fantasy world?
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak, a pulmonary tract infection, atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer. This is the beginning of your legend.
Fuck it, action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Amazing.
Advanced race theory.
Oh no. Michael!
Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
Jesus. What the fuck did that do to me? +1 conceptualization. Amazing. Learning cap raised to 5. Cool. Jesus. Oh. Can I not unlock a new slot to research the thought? Oh. What? Can I not? Wait. I'm researching this though. Oh, I see. So it is permanent. And I have to unlock these. Oh, okay. I see now. Cool. And there's a shit ton of them. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I wish I spotted that earlier. Okay, anyway, let's go in here. Okay, what's on this?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
What board games do you have?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Raubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
I don't feel as if I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
Amazing.
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them though.
I see. Crazy.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a pick-your-path adventure gamebook titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Anything that really catches my eye?
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
Uh-huh. That's crazy. Okay, what's on this
The
shelf?
display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
Wow, more Heimdall.
Mountains of it. Heroic quantities of Heimdall. Roy's puny shirt is nothing compared to the real deal. Rows and rows of Heimdall men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall, Return to Heimdall. And the solipsistic Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man.
Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Heimdall and the Sages at the End of the World. Man from Heimdall and the False God. Man from Heimdall and the Scorched Earth. Man from Heimdall, the Heimdall Colonies. Man from Heimdall and the Swamp Beast. Man from Heimdall and the Snow Crabs.
Is that all?
Not even close.
Oh,
Man
Jesus.
from Heimdall in Hell. Man from Heimdall and the Forest of Slaves. Man from Heimdall under the lake. Man from Heimdall, Heimdall burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat gamebook set in the world of Heimdallaman, and so much more.
Okay, do any of the books call out to me?
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Ah, what is it?
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Heimdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. Between the throne and the Heimdallaman lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman.
Interesting.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall novels.
Crazy. Okay. Holy shit, there's so much text in this game, like, my goodness gracious. There really is a lot. Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner. The book collects the national recipes of Arda. They are all about lake trout. Oh wait, what is that? Nothing, okay. Just some posts.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
Look through.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
I see.
Yes, there's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Who is Dick Mullen? Hold on,
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Shut the fuck up.
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
What do we have here? Mistaken Identity?
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
That's probably right. I'm a complicated guy full of contradictions. There's gotta be something else.
Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere.
Yeah.
Then this is the book for you.
That's crazy. A quaint picture book brochure. Okay, very colorful. It's a tome of fascist magic, rather candid. What the fuck?
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies
Everyone
of
knows the
famous
most interesting
people.
thing about
You
fascists.
see a large
is their
variety of
magic.
names, none of which ring a bell.
Anything of note?
I would say The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power. A very influential historical figure, but surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
Okay.
Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What is it about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a run-down drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
That's crazy. Don't tell me what to do. Another boring book, just discard it here.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Look through.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
Cool. What books are these?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Crazy. And last but not least,
several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinaise. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme. Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore.
Can you see cities on the islands?
You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandoux, on archipelagos, Croyan-Morin, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
God damn, look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you. and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Amazing.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
And west of the river?
Houdon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Faubourg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. You feel you're just west of Coal City, somewhere above Jamrock and close to Coal City.
Martinez?
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
Can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Where's the one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
What happened then?
They didn't get that far, for some reason.
Steal it instead.
The project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
My god, what the fuck? I'm gonna get the map.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Cool. Interact. Interact button? What's the interact button? What the fuck is the interact button? No, seriously. What is the... What? Oh. This interact button.
The patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Cool. Trace a path through the grid.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Cool. My journal. Map. Hey, there we go. Holy shit. Formidable. Okay. Incredible. Truly incredible. Alright, well. What about this stuff?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
What's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Nope. I'm gonna examine it.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
Oh, why is that
This
one not
is a
cool?
traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural
And who are the
scourges.
Seminese other than the harbor guy?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
I'm opening them.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse. That's why you're afraid.
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
I'm a police officer.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
What the fuck?
Thank you. Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Okay. Kim, do you have any thoughts
Yes?
on this? No? You just don't give a damn? Okay, what do you have to say?
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Are you the owner?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains?
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of. She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
Why are you still talking about books? Are you trying to put a spell on me? If it's just a story, then why are you so tense?
I'm not tense, I'm just... Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Amazing. Why didn't you just tell me?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Okay, how does it manifest?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
Crazy.
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Okay, let's investigate.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
True. Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl?
It doesn't matter, tell me something else.
And what else can I do for you?
Yes.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I have returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
You look like one. Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, alright? The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
You see, it's necessary to drink spirits in order to contact the void.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Your words brought me here in the first place. The Seminese blood also runs through me. I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energies.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
I'll just ask my partner, Kim. He'll vouch for me.
Certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing
By
I haven't
orders,
told
Captain.
you about yet. The entity.
The entity?
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. For I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney? The passage between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Book peddler. Okay. Farewell for now. What if I want to buy a book? Okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna do.
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you.
So, what type of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
Uh-huh.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Okay, farewell for now. Okay, guys. Well, we did quite a lot today, although this game is very slow to play, so this is probably gonna be a massive multi-part series, but hey, that's alright, to be honest. Like, I'm fine with it. Hope you guys are as well, but I'm gonna end it here for now, and next time we're gonna continue and go into the void. After that, I'm probably gonna go and actually do the main thing that we're supposed to do, which is investigate the body. But for now, we're done. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.